Hi, I'm Tom Dickelman, and that's my plan for July of 2026. A 1,000-mile solo circumnavigation of Lake Michigan on a wave runner, all to raise important research funds to battle glioblastoma, which took my sister's life in 2022. I'll be starting out in Lake Forest, Illinois, and heading south to Chicago, and then across the southern part of Lake Michigan to Lakeside and New Buffalo. From there, I'll stop in Saugatuck and then head up to the Leelanau Peninsula. Following that, there will be stops in Charlevoix, and then heading across the lake to Beaver Island, and then across the upper part of Lake Michigan to Manistique. From Manistique, it's down through Door County, with stops in Sheboygan and Milwaukee, and then finally returning to Lake Forest. And at 14 harbors along the way, I'll be hosting community events in the early evening, offering heartfelt messages through story and song, not just for people who are fighting glioblastoma or cancer, but to anybody in the community who's fighting any sort of battle. Those evening events will be all about hope, and they'll be spirited, they'll be upbeat, and we're calling them times to dance between the waves. So to make this accessible to people beyond those who are able to attend the events, we're going to videotape the entire trip. That means there'll be footage from GoPros on the Wave Runner. There'll be a drone following me for on the water footage, but we'll also be capturing the stories that people tell of why it is that they have hope with the battles in their life. And not only will we be sending social media throughout the course of the trip, we'll be gathering all that content and sending it to a professional editor and producer to create a 14-episode series, which will be on a YouTube channel and potentially other social media platforms, scheduled for release in the late summer of 2026. As for me, my life has been in large measure about blending innovation and fun and trying to use those two to have a positive impact on the world. Whether it was starting a charity nearly 27 years ago, a not-for-profit that not only grew to be 4 times larger than any of us had ever thought was possible, but is now having a positive impact today, to starting an international charity called Kids Uganda that was geared towards serving at-risk children and orphans in rural areas. We raised over $1.5 million over the span of 10 years to provide food and education and shelter for those kids. Now I find myself at a very, very fortunate place in my life where I get to spend a month this summer on that spectacular Lake Michigan, and I get to raise money for the Malnati Brain Tumor Institute at Northwestern Memorial in Chicago. I also have a chance to offer messages of hope to people who are struggling. And best of all, we get to make a videotape of the entire adventure. I can't wait to dance between the waves this summer, and I hope you'll be there with me by helping make all this happen. Thanks very much.